Hey guys, it's Marcus, and here's just a little uh, nugget I want to put out there. Um, the day that the Lord comes back to redeem the rest of the world, uh, what's left of it, and remove what needs to be removed, He will come here to earth and redeem it and restore it back to His original intent. And we will be caught up, but it won't be a caught up as portrayed in Western Christianity. The caught up they talk about is rapture. That word never occurs in the Bible. There's a lot of history to that. If you want to look it up, you can Google the name John Darby. But it all comes from 1 Thessalonians 4:17, where it says, "Then we who are alive and remain shall be caught up together with them in the clouds to meet the Lord in the air, and thus we shall always be with the Lord." Context is so important. Audience relevance and historical contextual hermeneutic. Hermeneutic just means interpretation. Paul is writing um, concerning a bunch of things in Thessalonians 1 and 2, but here people are concerned about people who have already died will miss when the Lord returns. And he's using language that they would have known and understood. Um, Basically, it comes down to this. When the Lord comes back, the second coming of Jesus, the dead raise first. They're the ones that rise first. The dead was buried outside, right outside of the city. So when the king would arrive back to the city, the dead was going to raise and then gather around him to proceed into the city, like a parade. And those alive in the city would see the procession coming of the victorious king returning back to the city, to his people, and we will run out, be caught in the clouds, right? Because of the dust and everything kicking up from us running out to him, to greet him, to bring him back in to the city. So this is a picture of Jesus coming back to earth. The dead raise, and those who are alive will be caught up in the excitement and really the glory of Jesus, the King of Kings, coming down to I guess consummate, the rest of what needs to be done. Redeeming the world, creating, not creating, but restoring the world back to original intent. It's all garden imagery, when it comes back to the redemption of the world, back to the garden, the tree of life, the river of life. So that's really what it is. We won't be snatched away or taken away. We'll be caught up in the glory of the presence of our Lord, and he will come here on earth to rule and reign, and we will rule and reign with him and go back to being gardeners, like I said before. And the reason why I say that is because humanity was in the garden to take care of it, subdue the earth. So we were gardeners originally. And what's interesting is when Mary goes to the tomb after Jesus was crucified, he's not there. And this angel says, he's alive, he's here. And he was there, and she didn't recognize him because she thought he was a gardener. So that's really cool. So no rapture. Don't worry about being left behind. If you want to know about that, I'll ask, and I'll probably make a video on it anyway. So there's a little tidbit there. Thanks.